I'm bored, guys, and my subscription box always sucks balls. Especially when YouTube still doesn't filter shorts. I don't want to see this shit. I don't want to see, man. Shorts. Go away. I can't believe that such a $1 billion company has a trash design for the most important place I put my eyeballs at. The most important thing that pays them money. Subscription box, bro. Are you kidding me? And I can't even filter out shorts. But anyways, literally the most entertaining part. Okay, Aziland. Don't do that. Don't do that one. Illegal thumbnail. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so besides that entertaining, it's not entertaining. It's actually disgusting. I mean, she came back. Aziland posts maybe twice a week. Congratulations. She made it, guys. This is not the part of the video. The part of the video is this comment right here that recommends me, well, marbles to look at. And vibe check the marbles. He has collected. Congratulations. I mean, I love having a super fan that gives me stuff to do because I am bored. And again, Annoying Orange is the last thing I've seen. It's something I was willing to click on, guys. Everything else is just losing reputation. Constantly. I mean, it's terrifying. So, if I get an opportunity to look at something new, that's great. But what's even better is to have a marble collection and be an actual person on the internet, which is very difficult to do. So maybe this guy is excited to be an actual person. Now I just need to give him a name that doesn't suck balls, because Blake sounds like shit. What do we do with this name, bro? I mean, Kibben sounds very tasty. So, first things first is we have to figure out a proper name for this guy, because despite knowing where he comes from, which is Max, Mark Passio bullshit, I still don't know much at all. I mean, I don't know anything. Maybe we can just call him Blake. I mean, we can. Blakey. No, I can't come up with anything, guys. It's just gonna be lame ass Blake, man. I'm sorry, bro. It is lame. It is lame to have your actual name on the internet, unfortunately. Because you're literally like, oh, I'm just gonna accept whatever my parents gave to me. I'm just gonna accept that. It's like, no. No, your parents stole your name and fed it to demons. And that's what... Who knows where that came from, bro? They didn't... Most people haven't even asked how their parents came up with their names. That's the problem, bro. This is the weird shit. That's why I'm not proud of my name. Like, there's no point of being proud of something that has no meaning. Alright? I can only imagine, because my name is actually, I'm named after a king. Every time I had to sit in a classroom, we learn about that king. I'm like, I know people care about me a little bit more, I guess, when we talk about when my name pops out. But it's lame. So congratulations. I don't know why he did it, or whether he expected me to make this video, but I'm a very hostile person on YouTube. You will have yourself exposed very easily the moment you touch me, basically, because I literally don't care. I can't possibly get into trouble anymore. I can't possibly get attention from people, so I'll just do whatever the fuck I want. But that's a very hostile way to say it. The actual way to say it is you have to respect the internet, and everything that you upload on the internet is supposed to matter, and you're not supposed to be ashamed of that. Like, if we have insecurities and shame, you're a loser. Like, you don't know how to use the internet yet, alright? So clean that shit up first and then come back, alright? Who knows if this guy is gonna be able to survive being a super fan, how long it's gonna last. I still have no faith. Again, he doesn't actually proving himself to know how to use Discord and stuff. So that's a problem. But he might be like an old dude or what. Who knows, right? I don't want to speculate. Let's just see what he likes and see if we don't vomit immediately. So technically we just can do like a vibe check. I don't think I'll... It's a little bit different because vibe check is for the channels that I kind of understand already. This is completely new. But we could still do it and see what happens, alright? We could apply the same idea and see what happens. As long as we can actually find the thing. Am I being trolled right now? The cat's found crack, guys. Oh, it's a fucking rat. Is their favorite... The cat's favorite thing to do is not to do anything with their eye, just stare at it, bro. Clearly this is fake, guys. So fucking weird, bro. What am I looking at? $2K subs, alright. Oh. Oh, look, Eric Dubay. I feel at home, guys. Also, that video is relevant, and it's just 3 days ago, and it's picking up speed, and is gonna be the most watched video on his channel. The problem is, what is this, right? Because without a face, you don't actually understand whose content you're watching, who owns the shit. You know? My thoughts. Do we need demons to prevent boredom? Oh, fascinating question. Anyone who actually cares about boredom, but obviously it's a fascinating question is just wrong, because why would you ask a question that clearly has a very simple answer? Is are you okay, bro? You okay? There's plenty of solutions for boredom. I'm sure you shouldn't ask for demons unless you're having some problems expressing yourself. All right, that's a little bit shit. I mean, I'm sure other people give you the vibe of like that they're evil and stuff, and they summoning demons every day. Every day they wake up, the first thing they do is summon a demon to not be bored and stuff. Boredom is a demon, so I mean it is. I don't even want to click, but I have to because I want to laugh at this guy for making this question. So fascinating. I guess that's the idea, right? We're just gonna find something to click on and whatever, right? My analysis, boys. Let's see how bad this guy is.
Demons, suffering, we need pain, we need sick.
Alright, let's not get too deep, am I right? Well, um, here's the thing, I mean, we need problems if we want to improve. We have to fix problems. This guy's bringing up duality of like, oh wow. Some people say, but by the way, again, it now you see where he's coming from. It's like, well, other people say that, but how is this sanity machine, bro? Disgusting, bro. You're not gonna get this title, my friend, because that's all you have. But, and no, it's not. No, uh, it's one thing to be hypocritical. Is just another thing to be wrong. You know, to just call something a car that doesn't drive. You know, that's not hypocrisy. It's just dumb assery. It's a way to hold a title that doesn't work. All right, so no sanity here. If you start off with whatever other people say, right? You can say this person sponsored my video. I can say that. All right, I have the privilege, and I understand like some people can actually trigger you to talk about a certain topic, but you can't just give someone else's thoughts and like start the video like that. That is very triggering, unfortunately. Again, I don't take things too seriously, so I can do whatever I want in the beginning of the video. I allow myself to have freedom, but I don't allow myself to have bad vibes and to be bored while doing it and to make other people feel bored. Uh, so no, duality doesn't just, it just comes naturally. You don't have to worry about it. You can try as hard as you want. Alright? And that's the whole point. Like, of course, you want this thing instead of the boredom, but you can't just call this stuff demonic possession or something. You know? This one is, and we don't need that. And I've answered your question very easily with just a few lines. Alright? Yes, things can get worse because we just go up and down to not be bored. But we don't need them to actually feel bad, you know? This just feels a natural cycle process. So now that, you know, we live in apocalypse period, in a place where things getting more and more difficult to live on, basically, there's more and more challenges. Hopefully it breaks down the nonsense that we have accumulated over here. People have such ridiculous egos right now. So much nonsense is accumulated that it has to break down somehow. Something has to give, you know. So this period of just falling down is just to challenge people's nonsensical way of life. All right? That they, again, in this case, you have opportunities to accumulate resources very easily. But in this case, you have opportunities to lose resources very easily. And obviously, despite what happens, you can also just maintain balance and not worry about anything. You don't have to ride the waves. You don't have to ride the trends unless you know how to do that without damaging yourself. So that's that. But demons, over here, demons reside, and over here, anything that's detached from society, and no one needs that for any purpose ever, and you don't have to ask this question. And if you ask this question, you're not a sane person, unfortunately. But let's see if we survive 3 minutes of this, video. That would be interesting.
Sickness. We need torture.
I thought he was.
So this guy's criticizing normies, and the funny thing is about normies, and the scary part is, none of this is achievable for me. None of it is achievable, dude. None of this is achievable. Alright? I can't even get a fucking different gender person to get on screen with me. This is like insanity, bro. And trying to trash content like this and saying that, like, I could review this content forever and trash it is like, yeah, the normies are powerful. They're just like disgustingly stupid, and they focus on nonsense, basically. You know, they literally lack brain matter to make any impact or influence most of the time. Well, this guy seems, you know, influential, but you have to find him. That's the hard part. Finding me is even harder, because not only am influential and I know what the fuck I'm talking about, and I do it over and over again with, like, clickable thumbnails and stuff. So how am I not being found, right? I'm even more controversial. Being, like, coherent and controversial is way worse than being incoherent and controversial. Alright? That shit's way worse. I can talk about demons and get more views than talking about, actual real life. You know, and actually breaking down these videos. Because no one would be able to even get to my level to understand. And once they do, they would understand how controversial and life-changing that perspective is. So, I'm sorry, bro. Again, I can't achieve any of these things. They seem clean. They have their equipment. They have lived their life. They have worked on YouTube and stuff. They're doing their thing. And unless I spend a year watching their content, I wouldn't be able to see flaws in it. You know, I just would be overwhelmed and stuff. No, it wouldn't take me a year, but it would take a normie a year to see flaws. For me, it takes, what, couple of weeks, and then I get bored very quickly, and then I start seeing flaws. Obviously. Again, you can trash every normie for caring about weird, dummy things, basically. And essentially, it all comes down to just sexuality things. They're all just like floating feathers. Just like a little feather. And on the bottom is sexuality, you know? And sexuality is like a little electrifying field that brings the feather back up. Back up. And you like slowly fall down. Oh, you trigger a few words, sexuality. The problem is, for normies, you never know when you're gonna die when you hit the floor. You just never really know. Because sexuality is that fucking dangerous. Alright? For me, I can do whatever I want. I'm probably not gonna die from anything but my own insecurities and demons, basically. But a normie world, unfortunately, is full of magic and weird things that even I cannot comprehend. And when you hit the floor here and get the sexual charge, you have to land on a, like, very precise point. It's a game, guys. It's definitely a game. And whatever you see here, the thickest professor, him hanging out with girls, that shit is charged, man. That shit is dangerous. Because you're gonna get entangled with other people. Alright? In the normie world, you get entangled with a bunch of people. And, you gotta play this game carefully. I still don't know how this game works. But that is the vibe, and it's scary that I can even break it down like this. But, because it gets scarier and scarier and scarier and scarier, and I can't stop. I'm not gonna stop. I want people to look at my content and get electrocuted, and I'm gonna be like, wow, I didn't even ask for this, but it feels pretty nice. I do need demons to not be bored, actually. Demonic powers, that is. Not actual demons. I can control all of this and take full responsibility. Not blame. I don't want to blame Don't blame me for your emotional garbage. But yeah, that's the normie content. Congratulations. Blake wins again, I guess. I'm not gonna subscribe to anyone, especially if they have shitty thumbnails. Like, I'm sorry, bro. You missed the point entirely of what it's like to upload a YouTube video. Everything starts with a thumbnail. Even I was on the same, well, on the same way not making thumbnails until I realized that is just illegal. It's straight up illegal. And what I did in the past, it's embarrassing. You can look it up. I did not do thumbnails. At some point, I was just like showing Discord. It was a period, 2020, technically. I would just show Discord and that would be the thumbnail. And technically, it works, because Discord is that important, so I'm not too ashamed. It just conveys no meaning, and it, again, if it's not clickable, then you have to like read, and if you don't understand the title, then it's a miserable failure, basically. I've seen Mark Passio. Might as well check that thing out. Occult knowledge, boys. But this is for 2 hours. But it's still my style, but come on, man. Hopefully you can feed me proper information in first 5 minutes. You do have to focus on that as well, and if you're not making thumbnails, you probably don't give a fuck about your first 5 minutes as well. That's what normies do a little bit better than the truth community. They give a lots of fucks about lots of things, alright? Because they are interconnected with people more closely than people in the shadows, clearly. And they have to care about a lot of things and present themselves properly. It's a tough thing to do, and they have to also accumulate a lot of wealth in case something goes wrong, most importantly. Just to feel safe sometimes. It's weird. And obviously Normie World can change and be improved. And the scariest thing about Normie World, let me just show you this thing. They cannot land straight on your fucking face. And that is ridiculously powerful. Alright? They know what they're doing. But if you don't know what they're doing, you're gonna get crushed by a fucking feather. Alright? You're gonna be crushed. Because normally, like, normie's just gonna run away from you, but if they bump onto you, if they just give in to your sexual desires, you gotta use that shit. You gotta take what you can get. The door is basically open for you to steal and loot whatever you like. So that's another reason why normies like to accumulate a lot of wealth. They literally just want to offer things to guests to take, basically, whatever you like. So, once you get to know normies, they're not that fucking bad. They're just people like everyone else, and not needed to be laughed at, basically. But it's fun to look at other people's mistakes, because I'm learning really fucking fast, yet again, and I'm comfortable looking at any corner of the YouTube. It doesn't even matter. As you can tell. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to break down every single marble in this one video. I'm so excited, guys. But let's check one more video and just move on with the next marble. Oh, wow. Fascinating start of the video. I mean, yeah. At some point, you're living proof that regardless of how much you don't want or don't need demons in your life to not be bored, the upfront image of that doesn't really look good, doesn't it? And again, hypocrisy is pretty fucking bad. Pretty fucking bad. But it's another next level entirely to just not work as a title carrier with stars and stuff. I mean, it doesn't really work. And also, like, sanity and machine doesn't really fit together either. So even just alchemically doesn't fucking work. But that's what you can expect from shadow people. They're just broken individuals that it takes a miracle. It takes a miracle, bro, for them to figure out life on their own. Which technically I did it. I feel like I did it. You know. I just have to tell people over and over again to just prove that I don't have insecurities and stuff. I just have to repeat over and over again and over until I fall asleep and maybe I wake up. Not my soul eaten, but like, you know, rich and famous and stuff. You know, whatever I like. But I literally have to repeat until I lose everything. In terms of like inner capacity to just move forward, because that makes me unpredictable and dangerous and stuff. But the moment I lose all the energy, they're gonna be like, "Oh, here's a landing spot for my fucking feather. Get the fuck out of here, you feather people. Get out of here. No one likes you. I just masturbate, but that doesn't mean I like you. All right? I stare at your pictures. Doesn't mean I like you, because I am very selective of what I actually like. Alright? I like to play with my dick more than I like you, potentially, so... Who knows? You'll have to prove your worth as well. Just like I have to prove my worth. Meaning that in a 50-50 scenario, I'm not gonna lose all my energy. Alright? Just shrink down into nonsense. Until some fucking normies pick me up. That's what normies want, alright? I could go the opposite way and embrace my energy to the point of explosion, of a nuclear explosion, where all the feathers just get out of my way and I do whatever I want with the entire world. And I just bounce around as much as I want, destroying everything. How about that? A lot of things are possible, because life is a pretty interesting game. So, but when you give up this quote and add it into your brain and share it with everyone else, that's not occult knowledge. That is just, you just bumped into a wall and you like want to cry about it. So let's skip that part. What? What is this video, though? Why is this 9 million? So fuck me, man. Mark Passio made it on this channel? That easily? No wonder he has subscribbles. But this one is, like, weird.
Mark tells some truth. Well, double thumbs up. You don't think I mean, it's just, please spare me that simple shit, please. I'm trying not to make this video about that, but anyway, yes, he does. Yes, he does on some things. Does he also...
Wow. Thanks for attacking the comments and stuff. He reads every single one, apparently. I don't know what he's complaining about. That's the problem. It's the shit you have to eat, basically, when you open a YouTube video like that. But also, that's the shit I have to compete against. Still a bigger channel. You also have to consider that I only have, like, actually like 40 subscribers. 40? Because the 100 is like dead ones from my past. It's the closet people. But who knows? Everyone has some of that, right? Some like 10 times smaller. But besides being 10 times smaller, I don't get even 10% of this comment section, so isn't that fascinating? Or the views? I don't know.
Here.
Concise and direct comment, guys. Yeah, that's all he can muster in the world of harvesting comments. What would I say? I mean, first of all, I don't get triggered by the most liked comments because I know what their nature is. Nature of the most liked comment is just to try and be seen by Mark. That's why people like it so much. Is like they're hoping that Mark is gonna see it and stuff. And again, you must also understand there's more normies writing these comments than actual shadow people who make YouTube channels and stuff because they're bored. I know I'm bored. And I have to make YouTube videos every day. Just to put effort. And I just remembered how important effort is and embraced that idea. Your success depends solely on how much effort you're capable of outputting. And you have those 4 traits you have to avoid. One of which is boredom. But literally, the more effort you can put into something, the more successful you're gonna be. That's why I would encourage, if you at school you have to just do whatever counts as effort, whatever environment honestly you are at, whatever counts as effort. Obviously, if you get banned for your effort, if you get ignored, if people attack you, your effort is being destroyed. You are unsuccessfully putting effort unless it matters to you personally. So you start off with making sure that things matter to you personally. Alright? And it's very difficult to like start a fight and complain about comments. And that's the attitude, bro. And obviously, again, you have to figure the shit yourself when you sit on the shadows. Right now, what this dude did is like, oh, I like you so much, here's my marbles from the shadow realm. And do you know what the consequence of that is? I'll get to actually see these failures, basically. You know, who are too slow. So you have been able to collect them in the first place. Again, I'm not sure this guy would be willing to actually recommend me to anyone else, or would be even able to do that. Alright? Again, I had a 200k sub channel recommending me to the audience, and that gave me 2 subscribers. So, yeah, it's not that fucking easy. Alright? It's not that easy for me, and it's not supposed to be easy, because everything matters. Alright, I can expand the meaningfulness of every single step people make, basically, and I'm probably able to control it to some extent, but I want to appreciate it more than control it, alright? And receive all the wave of comments. Again, I don't even receive 8 comments. I don't receive 3 comments, or 2, despite having a, 1/10 of a channel already. How does that work, right? How does that work? Well, technically it works by the fact that I also don't belong in a community, the fact that people don't feel like typing in the first comment, who knows what's gonna happen, right? And maybe there's some fucking stuff in the background going on. So technically, I don't have the ability to get angry on the comments, but I already feel like I'm ahead of this guy. I'm stacking actual knowledge, and he's just complaining. I think by the time I receive comments, I will make a special episode dedicated to the comments, potentially. But I'm not gonna mix and match nonsense, basically. Or into nonsense. Because, he can complain, but he can, like, show things and explain what he doesn't like and what he likes. I mean, that's cool, but the way it looks like right now, it's a terrible mistake. I don't know why I clicked on another video. We're just gonna move on to the next dude on the list. We barely, like, scratched one of them. Alright, we barely looked at one of them. I'm scared, guys. What he said? Have you seen my channel? Also laughing emojis. There you go. Some of that.
Change that in this realm. You'll never change
Good
this
luck
realm
with that
from
one.
within it. You got that? It's your biology that's limited. You have all these cognitive biases. You have a governor on your brain, on your abilities, a governor right on your quote DNA. He doesn't address that. So the design of your human body, your brain, your DNA, your genetics, all of it is limited by design. Okay? So that speaks to where you are in the realm. He doesn't like that. See, Mark Passio's idea is that it's just human people. So human people, that's a silly mistake there. It's just evil humans in control here that try to mind control the masses, and that's why this place is bad. He thinks he has a simple answer. It's just evil humans.
This place is bad, guys. Have you ever heard? I mean, it's pretty bad. I can't defend it. Living in shadows is pretty bad. But I don't know what's outside of shadows. It could be just as bad, just in a different format. I mean, for me, after I've learned, like, how to live my life, like, living a new day is tremendously amazing. Having internet and not a fucking blackout instead. Pretty cool stuff. Worth appreciating. Technological advancements and new videos every day. Wow, and there's nothing to be upset about. So it could be worse. I don't feel like I'm suffering, or I can relate to whatever this guy's saying. But since I've said effort and I've shown and explained it to some extent, again, is how much output you can put out in the world. Your own output, how much energy you can put out there successfully is what matters. And it comes in different forms and shapes and sizes, and it's very difficult to find the most perfect way to output effort, but that's how life works. And you're not supposed to get consumed by this, obviously. So that's the master key of the universe, if anyone wants to know. It seems fairly easy. But Mark Passy talks about the real law of attraction, I guess. I guess I need to watch even more to understand what the fuck is going on. Because I don't know what Mark Passy wants to say. The real one? So how would I describe law of attraction myself, then? Well, maybe Mark Passio is one of those idiots that love gravity so much that he looks into the world as, like, a big blob that attracts things. So that is his law of attraction. I don't know, bro. I hate to do that, but, you know, it seems legit that you can apply that sort of gravity. Now the question, how does that even work? I don't even know where to start besides that. Like, yes, you attract things, especially like over time, just by breathing, just by being awake every day. But then you realize you need more than just breathing. Obviously, you have to do something, and you have to use everything you have, and then you follow the principle of effort, and that's what's gonna attract the most things. Is you trying to do maximum amount of things. It's gonna attract, first of all, attention, and past that point, how you handle attention is gonna attract better and better results. So potentially, I'm like stacking results right now, and the moment people either give up or whatever happens, right? The end game is decided. That's what I will attract, right? Because not only am controversial, but I'm asking for a lot, and I'm asking for people to acknowledge me as YouTube CEO, as a person that everyone will know on YouTube, and I'll be able to spread my opinion and stuff about stuff. Because I feel like there's a lot of things we have to either acknowledge or fix or talk about. Like, there's a lot of work that is missing because we don't have YouTube authorities of any kind with an active YouTube channel. Like, they don't do that, and it's messed up. It's just straight up bullshit as well. So I'll just kindly take the title, you know, with all the privileges that it comes with. All right, thank you very much. But you know, I'm stacking that shit up. I'm trying to convince more and more people, and if I win the end game, I get to keep that stack. You know, this is why I can't attract something that's huge. I have to like tear it apart and start consuming it and stuff. Maybe that's the law of attraction. The law of attraction is just knowing there's blobs of things and concepts, I guess. And you can't, as a small little creature in the shadows, you can't attract this. All right. You have to grow a little bit, but at the same time, you have to put effort. You have to focus, shoot your lasers, attack. Straight up, just attack, because no one cares about you. You're in the shadows. Not in a violent way. Not in a forceful way, as Mark Passio would love to. No, it's just me firing my laser, okay? Whether it's attention, whether it's advice, what is it? Whether it's just straight up identification. Alright? How would I do that? Like, some kind of spear? Identifying. Do you bleed? Do you exist? Identification, that sort of stuff. And then, technically, overpowering, basically, I guess, is the final part. Just trying to overpower. Even if it's fake, I just try to do that. Whatever the game of overpowering is, whatever the metagame is. Again, another 4 of the thingies. I could take a screenshot right now, because that makes sense to me. Shit, I fucking hate this shit. 1 second. There you go. I cropped it up a little bit, but that's the idea. No, it looks ugly, bro. I will make it more... I will turn this into emojis, I guess. I don't know. So that's that. If that's the key of the universe, I don't know. I've just decoded and gave you guys the example of that in like 5 minutes. And I still could do it faster and turn it into Ignorito episode. Yeah, I have a second channel for that purpose, to make 2-minute videos and stuff about stuff. If people trigger me and they need information to knock them out of my way, I'll make a 2-minute video, not 2 hours. 2 hours not good enough for you, man. Just not good enough. You need something that I can share to everyone and talk about how cool you are as a person for having stupid ideas. So you can complain for like 8 minutes in a random video, or you can actually make an impact and show an example of what happens if you piss someone off like yourself. I need a separate channel for this because I don't want to be known. Well, the problem is I could just upload shorts, right? But I literally just have to boycott shorts for being so disgusting. And just being outside of the realm of YouTube doesn't feel like YouTube's part of YouTube ecosystem or interface. It makes no sense. So we can just move on. I don't even care what Mark Passio has to say, because I'm sure he's gonna say it at some point in my life. That's not what we're focusing on. We finally made it through the first marble, guys. Isn't that fascinating? What do we have? Shadow person, of course. With concept of soul tram. Soul tram. I guess he has a lot of soul gems, so he wants to soul trap people. Gotta find those. Gotta find and steal his soul gems, just in case, you know. Just in case we don't like him. All right, next. So I think we have to like do this youtube.com thing. That's the only way we can find it. These are not clickable, which is like weird. Potentially if I do this, and then I check the channel, maybe it's a clickable thing, but please tell me it's clickable. Please tell me that YouTube did not fuck it up. Because that is hilarious, bro. Please tell me it's not. Damn, gotta do... They fucked it up. I can't click on this. What's the point, man? What's the point of handles if you can't even put it together properly? 600k, boys. Let's see it, I don't know. There's some weird shit that came to my mind. Twin Towers, guys. Isn't that shit crazy, right? Does that seem familiar? How about, compare with this? How about now, TikTok showed up before 2022? How about now? Do you feel the power of falling down? Why is TikTok has something to do with us descending into madness? Why is that? Am I right? Isn't that weird? Well, we'll find out eventually. Right now we need to... Another quest, man. Into gaming, bro. Let's see what games he plays. It's weird. So, you guys think this guy uploads like once every 2 months and it's a completely innocent little creature, right? And now he's doing gaming just like my marble master said. I'm sorry, guys, to disappoint you, but this is one of the starts of the climb. And there's a lot of games that tried to, capitalize on existing, and try to harvest attention. The only game that succeeded personally is Hearthstone. And well, Elder Scrolls Legends as a franchise that encompasses a card game too. And if you combine it with Skyrim, it's actually more powerful than Hearthstone, I would imagine. It's just I don't want to play Skyrim anymore. It died before Hearthstone took off within my system, so yeah, Skyrim got old a little bit too quick. Maybe there's a reason to come back, but I don't think so. Where's Toddy? Can barely compete right now. It's like 3 times the difference, but what's overwhelming about this video is, again, it's in the start of the climb, something that I wasn't able to experience because I didn't care, because I was too young to understand what the hell is going on, but I remember all these things, and now we're gonna, like, go through 2016 unreasonably good. Why is it unreasonably good? Because, again, people have hopes that once they make a game, it's gonna survive the test of time. Isn't that crazy? Especially Blizzard with Overwatch. But every little thing gets twisted out of control and just has its own flavor of madness, basically. And perhaps the things we're gonna find is very interesting. Or not interesting at all. Now looking at the names, it's probably what the video it ended at Titanfall. Just like that. There's Overwatch that is missing, actually, guys. So let's look at the ending, I guess, because I need to know how it looks like without context. Have I played anything? No Man's Sky, congratulations. Honestly, I don't care, looking at the thumbnails. But I'll just watch the video out of respect that the most triggering thing is Pokemon Go. The most triggering. That sets the bar, I guess. But it sets up a lot of questions and expectations of, like, 2016, Interesting. The climb, though. Technically, it should be probably in the middle of the climb. Still a lot of hopes for, game. And technically, that should be the golden year, where the lucky ones start very early. But, like, the genuine ones start here, but they're more likely to be defeated and give up, which is technically what we're looking at. Everything just kind of disappeared into oblivion. Titanfall, he likes that? Fancy. I don't know if I want to look at it. Let's just check something else. Out of respect, I would at least subscribe to look at his thumbnails whenever he shows up once a month or once every 2 months. So which one I would click on, guys? How about the newer one? What is the newest one within like 3 years? That's longer than the musical, but fuck it, let's listen to that shit. Musical, boys.
10 wait till it's released at #1 on the trending page. Wanna see Radcliffe look?
What it triggered me to think as well about is the same concept of going back into the past and fixing rewinds. Because all the rewinds can be fixed and turned into my version of rewind, alright? My version. Where we just bring back things from the past that still have some kind of relevance and tell a story about it. And not focus on fucking YouTube personalities and shit. Of them dancing. Like, that's garbage. You can look at from their perspective as well, if they were actually relevant. And they survived the test of time, too. That's cool. So, there's a lot of opportunities here in terms of this platform and the celebratory thing that we probably just have to fix as a whole, because, you know, it descended into darkness very, very, I don't know, straightforwardly. Like, it just went into darkness as if it intended to do that. That was the whole intention of YouTube Rewind from the very beginning. Because, like, you can't make things worse unless it was your intention all along. Normally things grow and get better over time. So if things get worse, you know what's going on, alright? It was scripted, bro. It was a fucking horror movie. Or it was just a placeholder, in a way. You know, YouTube Rewind could have been a placeholder that eventually, as YouTube authorities, you know what they do, right? They hide themselves. They try to run away from responsibilities, because responsibility of taking care of a huge platform like this is overwhelming. And random people who work for YouTube, we can all agree these are just random people we don't understand or comprehend. They can't comprehend our platform either. So, whoopsie noodles. They tried the best they can, and no wonder they failed, because PewDiePie and MrBeast failed to do Rewind as well. It's funny to look back at their attempts and how pathetic they are, and comparing those attempts. And again, you can add sentimental value. Oh, I love MrBeast, but I look from objective point of view, I don't have sentimental value whatsoever. Again, towards men especially. Towards men. If a woman did YouTube Rewind, of course it's the best thing in the universe. It's so good that it's bad. You know, it's the best thing, but it's so bad. Because how are you going to do it again and again and again? And keep it so high quality and look pretty and stuff yourself as a woman, you know? That's the funny part. Everything sucks eventually. Everything sucks eventually, or from the very beginning. So, let's keep going. Very inspiring. But I don't... Oh, the algorithm, yeah. People complain about this, and people complain about... But I have to reset and try and understand. What triggered me is out to lunch. Like, no. What do you mean? Why is there blood on your shirt? Fix your shit, bro. What is the hell... What is the hell is going on? Maybe I shouldn't watch this video, just in case, you know?
I'm so ready to die. Hey there! Do you like video?
Don't fucking project your garbage onto me, please. Please. 2 years. I'll give one more chance. But, like, we already have the 2 years. And nothing went viral, I guess? I don't know. Do we click on anything, guys? Oh, the musical. We got so excited about musicals, guys. Thank God the coronavirus made him into a normal person. Thank goodness for that. This one looks like a fucking, rewind of some kind. Maybe not YouTube. There's more political stuff than YouTube stuff or trendy shit. There's Among Us and stuff. But who cares, bro? Who cares? It's a weird video. And I think I had enough of this guy. Profoundly mediocre. Let's look at this thing. Oh. There's like 3 ranked years, guys. Alright, he's cancelled. What did you say about Hearthstone, bro? What did you say? Not the best game in the universe? That's pretty illegal. Where is it, guys? Where is his opinion? I shall destroy. So the dude responds, I need 50 reasons. Yeah, you don't need 50 reasons to click a fucking button, bro. Especially as a YouTuber. My goodness, bro. Instead of making YouTube videos, you need to, as a shadow person, you need to engage with your audience. And it sounds like you don't want to fucking do that. Then we send demons instead. You don't have to check my channel. Alright. You can check how big a demon's dick is in your mouth. Does it fit? Something like that, you know.
Different unlockables or like different abilities. I just don't dig the card aesthetic at all.
That's where the card system comes into play.
I know there's probably a lot of fucking Magic the Gathering people out there who are probably like, Chris, come on, you just build a deck. It's fun to build a deck. I'm sure it is. Not for me, though. This is, and you know what? This is my list. So how about you go fucking make your own, huh? How about that? The only good...
Yeah. I'll put you in the shit category. How much pain you'll have to suffer through for saying that you don't like card games. That's fine. I don't have to consume all of your opinion. I found a specific portion of it, and it was very quick and, like, pointless. It's like... What was the point? If you... See, the problem with the tier system, there's 2 things to consider. How much you care and how you feel about it. Alright? 2 things. Not this one, but 2 things. Isn't that crazy, right? So, that's why tier list, still pretty mediocre thing to talk about, but okay. He did it anyways, without hesitation. I love learning from other people's mistakes. Absolutely. But that's what happens when you're too far ahead into the game, when it's not your time to play. Climbing the mountain is a dumbass idea, alright? Someone else is gonna do it. Basically, everyone I'm looking at is just a fucking slave who climbed a mountain for everyone else, alright? And now we're just gonna build a staircase. And you wanna climb, guys? Or are we just gonna drop a ladder? I don't know, bro. But basically, we climb to the top of the mountain so we know exactly how many resources we need and how elaborate the staircase is supposed to look like. Maybe this is ladder over here. Simple! Now it's simple. Now everyone can do it. Back in the day, being a YouTuber was a luxury. Wow, not everyone can do it. It's such a great competition. Now everyone can do it. Do you want it, though? But do you want it? Hey! Oh, it doesn't pay money, though. It was never about the money, bro. It was about establishment. And now you have to talk with these fucking establishment YouTubers and ask them to pay attention to you and stuff. It's pain in the ass. I understand. Alright? When your dreams come true and they look like garbage, it's like, I didn't order this. Yeah. But, you gotta take what you get. Take what you get. If there's a staircase, people have been climbing this shit many, many times. They found a reason to build it in the first place. And many people have used it, and YouTuber does not encompass that you're going to be on top of the world. Alright? That's not what it means to be a YouTuber, unfortunately. Or an influencer. You're not going to be on top of the world. You're not going to have all these crazy friends. Technically, you don't have to be a slave anymore, so that's cool. You don't have to feel like a slave when you're making YouTube videos. And I will prove that to most people. That you can do whatever you want and still get mild enough success so you just keep going and doing your thing. You know, but you have to know how to do it. That's it. That is the only requirement. And it's still pretty big requirement, unfortunately. Because the staircase does not exist. Alright? It will only exist when people actually give a fuck about this whole system. Alright? Right now they just wanna just jump in. It feels like this feather falling thing that they experienced. No, bro. This cannot be ignored. This fall is can't be ignored for stupid people, but like, damn, bro. When a shadow person says something disrespectful, like, I need 50 reasons. Oh, I made you angry so quickly. Oh, wow, fascinating, isn't that? Isn't that crazy? Maybe it's because you got a little bit too much attention and need detention. You know, that's what detention means, and I'm glad I know it, finally. Cupcake, guys, we found a cupcake. Here you go. Is disrespect towards attention not understanding that what happens is either you allowed demons to manifest in your comment section and piss you off, it's your fault basically, or you disrespecting people and they give you attention but you don't like it, or you just straight up don't like it. There's many reasons, but the overall idea is like you can't respect attention properly. You don't understand that Snowball, if it arrives at your channel and finds your channel, it's gonna look pretty small because it's gonna evaporate most of the energy. Snowball, guys, in the middle of the summer, appears on your doorstep. Will you disrespect it? Will you just smash it, destroy it, and forget about it? Okay. Okay. You can disrespect most people's snowballs, not mine though. I will remember that. I put explosive stuff in those snowballs. Alright? Or things that stick onto your shoe. I don't fucking play around. Alright? This ain't no fucking game for me. Because I'm just trying to survive and grow to a degree of like, wow, now I can survive by sitting onto my computer, which is my passion and stuff. Isn't that crazy? That would be lovely. And survive in a way that I'm not a slave as well. Those two things, very difficult to balance. Almost impossible for most people, but I'll take the fucking challenge. I'm not afraid. Alright, I have plenty of time to do just that. But yeah, I do agree. It will take 50 reasons until he apologizes and all these things for him to exist, because Blake exists, but Sanity Machine, not so much, alright? Not so much. It's more of a marble, alright? Which one is it, am I right? Which one was it, guys? Yeah. I can't choose, guys. It's one of the ugly ones, I believe. Alright, we can go to the next one. I don't know if I should be sleeping or not right now. Let's check one more, and I'll do my things. The asshole. Shameless, of course. Replaced, guys. Oh my god. But is that real? Whatever.
Do you get it? I know millions of people will believe this computer graphic is evidence, and that they saw it with their own two eyes, that a probe landed on Mars.
And yeah, if you explore flat Earth phenomenon, people don't want to believe in flat Earth for some weird fucking reasons. And for me, like, science has no value, but it proves that, well, there's something to it that are holding people back, and maybe there's still more opportunities of establishing a landing pad for people who figure out that science is a bunch of nonsense and is kind of pointless. Again, engineering and digging into actual matrix of reality and building structures in real world doesn't seem that stupid to me. But does it have anything to do with science? Probably not much. Because I still can't really define science besides experiments and observation. And them trying to go to distant planets, it's observation and experiments gone wild. It's like, what are you trying to find on those planets, in case those planets even exist, and then lies on top of lies. Like, in order to achieve their stupid dream of getting into outer space and finding something valuable there, they probably had to make up lies after lies, and it's so meaningless, so pointless, that it baffles me that people still believe this. But it does take, like, you still have to, like, understand where people are at and what is missing in their brain to change their minds. You know, for me, the moment I figure out that science is useless and they're doing these experiments, even if they're real, 100% real, it's 100% pointless and stupid. Alright? 100%. Like, I'm not gonna learn or get any value out of this, no matter how hard I try, guys. No matter how hard I try, even if the lie is true, it's still absolute nonsense. Can you imagine that? So, you don't have to look from flat Earth perspective. You don't have to accept anything, but just the idea of value itself. Oh, we're probing Mars right now. You would probably find more interesting stuff probing my asshole. So, please try and do that, alright? Try and first find me in the shadows, because that's pretty entertaining. I'm not playing hide and seek, it just happened, alright? It's just the thing just happened, guys. So, yeah, this is fascinating to me. All these scientists, they collude together, they create not a serious association called NASA, and does a bunch of weird things. They just sit here, by the way, monitoring computer screens, not even talking to each other necessarily. What they exchange with fucking looks with each other is fascinating to look at. At least we get to look into their fucking dumbass faces. I'm not gonna lie, man. Yeah. good channel, I guess. Let's check the newer stuff. Obviously, any flat earthers like next level thing. But yeah, right now, him doing the NFL nonsense, probably not the most. See, again, calling yourself the asshole and stuff, like, nah, not that entertaining. Maybe I wouldn't want thumbnails like that in my feed, unfortunately. So, this is where I start, you know. Do I want to see this ever? And clearly I don't want NFL, just again, as the comments suggest. But let's check the newest scoop for more flat earth stuff. Or anti-space science or whatever.
Shit, that is not Gwen Stefani. That looks more like Nicki Minaj than it does Gwen Stefani. What in the hell is going on? Again, I don't think this is plastic surgery. I think these are different people entirely, and they are conditioning the public into thinking that this is what you can do with plastic surgery.
Well, you can fake appearance, but you can't fake personality. Also, you look at a person who's 5-year-old and a person who's 12-year-old, holy shit, it's a different person, right? And even personality can change when it's growing, but when it's like old, it's like really difficult to change that. And replacing a celebrity, oh my god, why people would think that this is an easy thing to do? I don't know. Weird things can change, like diet can change behavior. We had, you know, the start of the apocalypse, the COVID era, the lockdown era. This stuff can change your appearance significantly as well. And, well, plastic surgery, technically. I hate to admit it. I don't want that thing to exist, but I guess it changes people. And you don't have to conspire against that idea. Let's just leave. I don't, but like, if you don't care, like, it doesn't matter, bro. As ironic. I didn't spot irony, to be honest. I don't know what he's talking about. So there's more and more marbles. Jesus Christ. We still have some time left to check some of it out, but I mean, he didn't do a good enough job prioritizing, unless he actually did. Or is just a vomit that I can somewhat make coherent in a video, guys. Who knows what's going on? Alright? Because for me, everything's coherent on my system because it's number-based, guys. I know exactly who's worth attention and stuff. It takes time for me to explain, but like, you just got numbers of how much time I've spent on someone and how much I would recommend that person. It's very simple. Alright, I think I have room for one more. What I'm gonna do is just... Crater, what the fuck? I'll just play some Trackmania, guys. Oh yeah, let's go, baby. It's boring though, bro. Let's take a short video, but like, what is this shit, man? Also, it's not even an active channel, so... And doesn't get that many views. I don't know, bro. This is weird. How many views did... Is it shorts? $120K, which is still not a lot. Like, how do you get that many subs, man? Alright. Because that is 100 views per sub. I probably get 400 views per sub. Alright, it's tough for me. That's the requirement. And I could check right now, to be honest. What do you mean? Oh, it's a stupid thing. Remove this. Not 400. Funny enough. Thank you, Jesus, I guess. Yeah, so far I clicked on 2 videos. And one of them was boring, and the other one was kind of disgusting. What else do we click on, though? Oldest language. Alright.
It's also...
It's so low energy, bro. You're just reacting, especially reacting to what is this? And he's talking to some fucking random dude. Even brought attention to it. Oh, that's why I wear glasses. Don't fucking show your face. It's pointless, honestly. I mean, I don't know what the fuck are they doing for like 4 minutes. I don't know how to consume this content, unfortunately. And even this guy doesn't explain anything whatsoever. He just has it as a subscription. Cool. Fascinating. Thank you so much. Let's check something else then, I guess. It has church in the name. Must be really good, guys. So that's some kind of country music. And I had enough of country music while visiting Billboard Top 100, alright? I don't need more of this shit, but I'll give 2 more tries and just move on with my life. I don't know what this is supposed to be, though, beyond that, because... like, they're known for making music. They're not, like, making opinions or anything. So... yeah, it's very easy to get corrupted, and, like... once you do one thing, that pays you, basically, you know? You can't branch out that easily. But that's what happens when you have 3 mil subs, man. It's still echoing in my mind. It is influential, but it's so funny. So when I was asked to give 50 reasons... I probably needed to ask him to give me 50 reasons for giving him 50 reasons and stuff. Now that would be fucking funny. That would be cool. I didn't do that, I just wanted to summon demons, because that's the other thing that I remembered him liking so much. You know?
I'm off the grid and I'm off my rocker. I'm off in the howler sun.
Alright. It made me think about left and right again. Go away now. which is the easiest thing to draw. And funny enough, they're called rednecks, right? But are they really in the center? Where are they? Because he's off the grid, guys. He's off the grid. There's no way these guys are here. Technically, it's like rooted in here and then off the grid at the same time. As if some kind of either split or like ridiculous shame or just like who the fuck. Call me when you need me. Like, what? You're not even a part of society, bro. Some rednecks might be known as farmers, and that's cool. Fancy. I don't know much about that, to be honest. But being off the grid, off technology, is the vibe. Not actually having proper technology to operate is pretty shit, man. Technology and knowledge, all the valuable things of this center of the knowledge circle, right? And technically, you need some technology, and then you go and do farming, I guess. Farting. I don't know, bro. Force leftists to do that. But potentially, people fill in so much love for the world that they go out and into the shadow realm and start working. Fascinating. But that just shows your stupidity and inability to actually fully comprehend knowledge. And you fail. You don't get the L, you get the F. You get to live in farmlands. Congratulations. That is the vibe, alright, of country music. Can't relate. Despite being in shadows. Because I'm not American, you know. That's the difference. It's not a bad song, though. Was the third one.
Can I take girls home? That bonfire, light that up.
Not sure I've heard country rap before. And let's just say I never did. Even past this point. Alright. Because I can't hear rap music. I have hearing impairment, and it's one of those very tough things to hear, guys. Yeah, funny enough, there's like round Earth, right? But there's also hollow Earth. What's that concept? Well, it's just another normie concept. Because, in order to present yourself in a normie world, you have to really take care of your shell. But it's kind of like mimicking celebrity status. It's so weird. Makes no sense, right? But once you're interconnected, people connect to your actual thing. Which, again, it's like, but celebrities look the same way, but they're not interconnected technically. If they have people, they work within. They're not like reveal secrets of celebrities, so technically that's more a thing, while interconnected normies do this. Something like that. And that's hollowness. Alright? Celebrity world technically is filled with a lot of shit. Any space you have, it's gonna be filled very quickly, I imagine. Well, this is completely hollow. You bet, because anytime I try to talk with normies, like, it feels like they're hiding something, and the only thing they can hide is how tiny they actually are, besides the crazy things that they own and are able to maintain and stuff. But that is just the outer shell. Self-presentation. I don't fool around, alright? I show everything. Because, I got nothing better to do. Alright? I'm just doing my thing. And showing it. So, neither of these cases, guys. I look like coronavirus, by the way. No. That was last season. I will never be top 100, guys. I'm so sad. Top 121. How dare they, dude? How dare they trash me like this? Alright, let's, keep going, I guess. We're halfway there? Not really. We just checked 5 of them. The marbles. What the fuck are you doing, bro? Now he's just being an asshole. Next level. I mean, for fuck's sake, bro. I could just answer everything he says by saying, oh, you need 50 reasons to... Because if you throw a principle out there like that, oh, 50 reasons for every single move to make, every single button to click. Absolutely, I love that. Let's block the shit out of you, but I'll keep that for later, you know, like, it should be much more interesting later. By the way, he did not, bother understanding what my video is about. Like, I'm already receiving criticism, guys. That is crazy, bro. And that was a threat, man. Listen, what can you do, bro? What can you do? But we'll see, bro. At least there's some emotionally deranged people on YouTube that you can make fun of. So no, there is a threat. I'll send a lot of people to clown the shit out of you whenever I can, because that sounds like fun. It's the only time everyone's different, and this guy is a clown that you can clown on. It's not gonna be easy, all right? Maybe that's how he got subscribers. He fucking triggered a bunch of people. I don't know. But we'll find out eventually. Anyways, does that mean we continue? No, I still have to go to the shop and stuff. This is the new day, guys. Very, very new day, but like 10 a.m. and stuff. But I slept 5 hours. Pretty much. That's how long I always sleep. And then I take naps. So somehow it works out. I can try and flex that I only sleep 5 hours, because I know people tend to sleep at least 7. But it's not a flex, guys. I sleep in random times. It's just that one sleep is longer than the others, guys. Anyways. Yeah, that is very fascinating. I'm gonna give Blake a heart because for some... I mean, I pity him for liking a channel and putting a channel up front that... But at the same time, it's like, wow, this dog barks. Barky dog. Let's go. Also, I could send criticism and stuff like that. But I've heard that he's willing to block people, alright? He's willing to block people. And on top of that, again, he still receives crazy amount of comments. And still willing to block people. and still willing to complain about it. It's like, wow, Jesus Christ. So, even if I try to get dirty with this guy, he's just gonna press the block button. He knows what it is and how to use it, guys. Which is much bigger threat than whatever I can fucking say to him, to be honest. You can flex the please don't threat on me sentence, but the real question on the internet is who can do what, to be honest. Like, you really need to know what is possible at all, and not much is possible over the internet, unfortunately. Besides, like, oh, doxing people. But who's gonna go and do dirty things because you got doxed? And at the same time, you can probably reverse dox a person who's trying to fucking expose your details. It shouldn't be that impossible either, so it's just the internet not reverse engineering anything right now, which is disturbing. Or not putting enough, like, enough sensors, so, like, if someone is sharing sensitive information, they themselves get in trouble, and the person who's being attacked doesn't get anywhere, you know. So, but that's besides the point. I'm getting triggered, guys. Clearly, because everyone watches my shit, alright? Everyone loves me and watches my shit. Not because I'm delusional, I'm saying that, but it's like, well, once I stop growing and I start crying that no one watches my thing, then sure, I will share the sentiment. Anyways, we have to continue again after a break. But yeah. So stay tuned until he makes a reaction video about me, because of course he's gonna do that. Alright, now I have to subscribe, guys. I just have to. I love that shit. So I'm specifically subscribing for, like, let's say 1-2 months or something, and then I'll leave. He uploads at least once a day, so I don't want to see that shit in my feed. But just in case he gets triggered to oblivion, which is almost certain, but I'll give like a 30% chance. All right. Anyways, let's keep going. I still haven't had my break, guys. I don't know, I'm getting triggered myself. I'm sorry. Alright, so I'm gonna be completing some of the quests here while we're gonna keep digging forward. Was that where we left off? Because I don't know, guys. Probably not. Oh, okay. Really? How big are you? 5K.
What the fuck? Is this another reptilian thing? We'll do Tartarian Truth. Oh, it's an entire channel.
This is what happens usually, right? People troll the shit out of, shadow people most of the time. And they can't, again, use that for themselves. But this is a big deal, right? But then again, he doesn't click or explore, does he? Just finds it and is like, oh, that's a historical moment, guys.
Wait, what is it? I just want the basics.
Alright, that's... I want the basics too, bro. I totally relate. Well, this is, oh, it's some old dude. What? I don't know. I don't think he runs the channel, right? We still don't know. There's too many faces, man. It's a little bit weird. I mean, this seems like the most professional channel so far. But says repetitive. I don't understand. I don't see that yet. I do see this name repeated. I can't even spell it out. I that's the weirdest name, dude. I mean, he has like targets and stuff. That's some weird shit. Alright.
Is the ones that are schemes. Because there is multi-level marketing that are schemes. At the end, they run away, they shut down their business and leave.
I mean, the only multi-level marketing that is not a scheme is fucking goddamn employment. Give me one of those. Thank you very much. When you slowly actually gain value, like real value, you get to confirm and you get to escape whenever you want without losing much shit. That's it. That's the principle people need to learn. There is a pyramid scheme called employment. Called climbing the goddamn ladder on that thing that you like so much. Or don't like, I don't care. It's up to you to figure out what to work on and how to contribute to society. But let's keep going. This guy is basically being exposed, and the old man is like sucked into his scam system or whatever. Interesting.
Now become an alum, join the academy. It's absolutely necessary for us to continue our path, all right, guys?
It doesn't matter. You're not supposed to beg for money. You're supposed to give something in return. Another, you know, like capitalism at least tells people how to operate a business. Even if capitalism sucks balls, the system itself is more coherent than whatever the fucking YouTubers are coming up with these days. Like if you want money, if you like making a movie, okay, we can fund the movie or whatever. If you coming up with a project, you need money. If you need to survive and stuff, you can explain that shit. You don't need to have sponsors or anything, just, you know. You could, if it gives some kind of value to the audience, but again, like capitalism tells exactly what to do, which is just provide actual value. Again, if there's a product you want to promote, that's cool, but I would even discourage that. If you're just one person, the first thing you can do is obviously fucking hire an editor first of all. So as a business person, and you have to understand that's what Mr. Beast was thinking from the very beginning. He turned YouTube career into a business, not into just sitting with his camera in his room and stuff. He had bigger dreams. And if you actually want money, you would follow his footsteps to some extent. It's just that simple. But every scam looks pathetic at the same time. It's a very interesting mix. And again, we don't we don't get to interact with this guy. He's just kind of documenting the thing. Even saying it's a documentary. But, you know, I'm talking like he's reading from a script. It's fully like edited and stuff. At some point, I don't think I need to watch any more than that. Because, like, wow, it's a scheme. I wouldn't call it a scheme. Because scheme doesn't even mean anything to me. It's just straight up nonsense scam. Money grabbing bullshit. The only time I sent money to a person, which is fascinating, and I can brag about it, I sent money to Jewel, alright? And now I'm a part of this server and stuff, and I'm the only person online. Isn't that cool? Alright, I can flex on that one. The only time I subscribed for 1 month and I cancelled. And it's tough, man. Subscribing and cancelling, you know that's gonna suck balls. Especially when I subscribed in the end of the month and they try to fucking scam you by like, oh, you subscribed for 1 month, but the month is ended. And it's like, what the fuck off, man. Fuck off. These subscription services are so fucking evil and stupid. That's another non-capitalistic way of doing things. You buy a product, game over. No subscriptions. No strings attached. So all of a sudden, capitalism is actually being corrupted by the internet. Internet is showing off all the possibilities of how to corrupt capitalism. Just fuck off, man. We don't need that shit over here. Alright? We don't need that. And Mr. Beast actually, like, turning everything around and getting another seal of approval, apparently. That's cool. Unfortunately, he's Mr. Beef now, because that's where he started his career. Selling burgers. We always will know him as the dude that sold a lot of burgers, guys.
Cap of 5 million?
Yeah, so now when it comes to crypto, there's new insight that I have. And it's the idea of what crypto is all about in the first place, right? How could it turn into a scam so easily? Well, you don't trust the government. Well, okay. Who do you trust then? Which person do you trust? Because honestly, I don't trust nobody, and someone will still control the fucking crypto. The crypto coin or whatever that you buy into. It will still be controlled. Which is funny, like Bitcoin was created and it was promoted so much as if it's tremendous technology, but it's actually being controlled to some extent. Well, Bitcoin itself is not controlled because it's actually difficult to mine it and acquire it, but it turned into this, shitcoin fiesta, basically, of coins that are in fact controlled, and you can't trust, and you cannot buy into, unfortunately. But you kind of can. I mean, they're technically just asking for 10 pennies, alright? But that's like half an apple. I don't think I can afford that. Half an apple? Get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm not growing an apple tree for 100 years, my friends. And an apple tree yields how much? What is the return of an apple tree? Oh, infinity and beyond. Aha, fascinating. But it takes a long time for the tree to grow, so yeah. But it still seems like an apple seed is much better investment than an actual cryptocurrency, which is I guess we going back to farming again, like actual farming, which actually sounds profitable and green, positive and stuff. It's about growth and stuff. It's sounds much better than any cryptocurrency could be. Unless crypto is built on human growth. Then we're talking. Then I'm interested in spending 10 pennies. Alright? And that might actually work out. Especially if spending is limited to like $5. So a lot of people would have to like create accounts and be active and all that stuff. Like crypto actually allows for a very interesting ecosystem when you think about it. But you have to set up perfect rules for that shit. And Bitcoin is just like a flag. Like a wavy flag. Come here, you can trust Bitcoin and you cannot trust anything else but Bitcoin. Alright? That's how it feels like. And the flag is wavy, so Bitcoin can go up and down based on how you treat it, not some leader or authority treats it. Which required Bitcoin to be created, and the creator of Bitcoin had to disappear. That was also a requirement of creating Bitcoin. Otherwise, nobody would care even. You know, people pick up things that they have they want to have full control over. We still don't know if there's like hidden code that can drain Bitcoin. I don't know. We can't trust digital stuff for the most part. It's very difficult to do that and establish something like that. Very difficult. You never know when one line of code can drain your entire account. It's crazy. Let's move to something more recent, I guess. Well, tell me what the Archaics is. ChatGPT. I mean, it does look like dick sucking of Archaics or whatever. But why? Doesn't he have his own channel and he's doing his own thing? What is this follower mentality? Or is it... What is happening? You know? I need introduction to Archaics, bro. Let's check if he has something like that. Oh, this sounds like drama, guys. Blocks. Let's see it. So are they at war? A lot of this is just incoherent because you need narration to understand what the fuck is the point of the video. What am I supposed to learn? ChatGPT is being mentioned and Archaic's point is given to us and like who cares? What are you... Why is this guy sucking off Archaics as if like is the juiciest thing of all time? I don't know, man. We'll never know. Like, it's seemingly there's beef, but it's more of a fan service than anything, so... Let's click this. This might be a meme.
I met this 6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face and the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes. I spent 8 years trying to reach him, and then another 7 trying to keep him locked up because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil.
That's the vibe of the channel. It makes no fucking sense, basically. Parodies. It's just nonsense. Literally just nonsense. Not repetitive, just plain nonsense. If it's repetitive if you actually watch the channel, I imagine. But I'm not gonna do that. It's repetitive if you like or dislike Archaics or you don't want to see Archaics' face or something like that. It's repetitive because there's no actual narration or point of view to look from. You know, it's just clips that some of them do in fact repeat. Oh, shit. See, that's the videos I want to watch, bro. Cooking with Techno Dad. Let's hope he's cooking techno bread. Let's go, baby! Or pigs or something. Something juicy. Alright, we don't have more time. Leak. Maybe some other time. Alright, bro. I took half of your marbles and smashed it into a pavement. Good luck with that. Shitty marbles if they can be smashed that easily, bro. I don't... Maybe you shouldn't not let me hold them in my hands. I don't know, bro.
Alright, let's make some bacon.
What did you say? Let's make some bacon, bro? I don't think bacon is pig stuff, right? Is it pig stuff? Pig's belly, back and sides, man. That's exactly what I asked for. Let's go. Let's cook some techno stuff. The real question is, what the fuck is he doing, right? What the fuck? What are you doing? What is the premise of the show, man? What is happening? Pancakes, bacon. You know the drill. No, I don't. I don't know the drill. How? What is happening? Like, why? That's so fucking stupid, right? Thank you for all you've done for us. Like, wait. Oh, what? 8-year anniversary, but is it? Wait, you telling me he revealed his face a long time ago and no one even talked about it? What the fuck? I'm so disappointed in humanity right now. Cause like, it sounds and looks him and stuff like that, and it's like, what? I didn't get to see him in action, bro. Making pancakes and stuff. Like, fucking Oreos? What are you gonna do with that? Okay, it's a teen cooking show, alright? You must understand, it's different. Yeah, so nothing interesting happens. He just sends a bread into a microwave, which is very ironic because his name is Technobread now. I don't know why he needed butter, though. He added extra butter, guys. And that's all that happens? I don't know.
Let's check out how our toast did. It's perfect.
That was easy, I guess. Wait, how did I not die? Holy Jesus. What am I looking at? Oh my god. Get out of here. Anyways, that's gonna be a wrap. I don't know what next I'm gonna be doing, but I don't have to know. Neither do you. You will not subscribe. I don't know, bro. It was cool. Who knows what's gonna happen next? With that guy, I'm not gonna touch the other ones, because they're uglier, actually, in their own ways. And maybe there's gonna be a part 2 to this, but I'm not impressed, alright? I'm already getting bored. So, let's double check if he immediately responded. He shouldn't be even awake right now, so... Alright, no response. See you guys next time. I'm sure some cool things will start happening anytime. Not for me, though. Not... We'll see, we'll see.